So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throwing to start this game. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tutin. Free inside the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Jaguars making their first trip inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20.
19, 18, Warriors 17. 19, Wyatt.
Working inside the red zone. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
7 Pirates, 19. Ready?
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tutin. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Line up the design keeper. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Design quarterback run here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26.
On the move now.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
19-18.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll throw it here on first. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
60 Eagles. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they're going to have first and goal, Brock, as he gets out of bounds right around the 9.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
19-18.
They are throwing it again. He brings it in. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, second down coming up.
Hot 70. Hot 70.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. 2nd and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cowboy 80.
This is Reed working the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. We kick the running back in motion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
3rd and long for him here. Catch made. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Working quickly here. Here's Tootin. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. That's complete right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. This is Loveland working the right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Quickly out to the right, complete. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting this drive with a design run. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Putting a receiver in motion. He'll pass it this time. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's a design run. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. The stop made at the 36.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Come on, come on. Hey. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Pablo 18. 50 Lions.
Now looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Finds him on the crossing route. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. A great pass from the rookie out of Texas A&M, and a new set of downs to boot.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Setting up to throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. From the red zone on 1st. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Wow. They'll work against the blitz. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Here's a quick pass, caught outright. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the backup, first throw. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears get some late points and the lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him and ends with a touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars take the lead on that successful kick. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. A gain of 15 there. And it'll be first down Bears.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Williams from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
19 Tiger.
They'll air it out on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 32. Right side, quick pass, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's going to throw it again. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Bison.
Line up the design keeper. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. This return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
6 yards pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down pass play coming. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Ben Johnson dialing it up. They're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
First call here coming from the shotgun. The Bears decide to call their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. He's trying to push the field. Brought in inside the 20. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars start the second half with some needed points. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Jags offense hasn't left since the touchdown. They're going for 2 here. Design quarterback run here. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, That was his quarterback's first interception, and you know what? I don't remember my first. Maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cota picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out, and instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one as well.
First and 10 from the 32.
Come on. 60 by 6.
First play's a design run. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Williams to throw on first. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Williams with third and long. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. Offense in the hurry up here. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Following that flag against the defense, 2 yards to the marker now on third down. We'll go with a design keeper. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. Quick throw right side. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a third-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. Starting this drive with a design run. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's a design run. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Let's go now. 77 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing into double coverage, and it's intercepted! And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, they'll run. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to work it to the 20. Chris Braswell there for the tackle.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Axel, 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 Axel. Finish it off. One more, boys.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, press on, lady. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion here. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18. Corner 70.
Throwing it again here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and goal. Here's Tootin. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Tootin again. And this is stopped behind the line as well.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Cougar 19. Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Steady up.
He'll look to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Bears get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play is a design run. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain, making 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Line up the design keeper. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So up come the Bears to the line. They'll try another 2-point play. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, Brock, I know you're fond of referencing the great sport of baseball. That is 3 strikes for them, going for 2, and frankly, a little surprising they even tried it a 3rd time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm officially out on this, and if we get a golden sombrero, I may walk right out of this box.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Come on.
And they pick him off again. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. He's got it near the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Hits the slant. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Looking in the air here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
3rd down from the gun. And he cannot bring it in. They've now arrived at 4th and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slate, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on 4th and goal. Quick throw, finds about right. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears stretch the lead to 23. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Put it my team.
Even more problems now as they don't get the snap off. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
70. 18, 5 here.
He's dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And now they face 2nd and long. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line. Desperation time here on 4th. He connects downfield. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Still sticking with the passing game. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Right side, quick pass, complete. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
Cut 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get two. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. He's trying to go deep again. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Caught quick right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. One's out and cut on the right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. The lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this. They'll throw for it. Has him running the comeback. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're going to pass it here. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
14 more yards.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we say so long from Chicago.